What's up, everyone? I've been wanting to make a video on this for quite some time. I want to discuss marketplace scammers. This is not a typical topic I show on my channel, but as a car enthusiast, I'm always on social media looking at Craigslist, Facebook, Marketplace, anywhere where I can find a good deal on car parts, and it has become a norm for car enthusiasts. So let's look at this post on a local Land Cruiser group on Facebook, and let's review the telltale signs of a scam post. So this is a Facebook group revolving around Land Cruisers in Southern California. They've been around for a long time. They have 2,700 members. So this person, Adrian Jones, is trying to sell some Land Cruiser 80 parts. Um, Cleaning our shop, we'll be posting some stuff for sale, a lot of stuff. And it says here, with if interested, with PM me on inbox, open to offers. Cheers. So here are a lot of parts. So when I click on this, it's not a large picture. It's very small. The reason this photo is small is because it's a low resolution photo. That's why Facebook did not give me a larger version of it. It's this is very small. And this flag I'm about to tell you about is something that I've learned to see after years of being on the internet, years of being a photographer, after years of doing graphic arts as a hobby. If you zoom into this, it's very blurry and there's tons of artifacts, like these weird wrinkles and lines. These are artifacts. Look at your phone and pinch to zoom on a photo that you took with your phone. It'll be clear through and through. Or look at a photo that you posted on Facebook or social media and pinch to zoom that it'll be clear through and through. What's happening here is this photo was stolen from another profile. So either a person screenshotted the photo, or they right clicked and downloaded the photo, or they're using scraping software. Scraping the internet or scraping a web page is like an application that will steal all the elements of a post. For example, I could write a program that will scrape the text here and then automatically save all these items. I wouldn't be surprised if it went as far as stealing text, stealing photos, and re-uploading it to your profile. I'm a app developer, and I wouldn't be surprised if they went that far, if there are applications like that out there. But scraping is a norm. That's how people farm information and save it to their local databases. So for sure, this profile was likely scraped and it looks straightforward. And all of a sudden, they ended with PM me on inbox open to offers. Cheers. It's like the grammar is not so bad, and all of a sudden, it doesn't make any sense. Or I know what we all know what they mean, but the grammar is clear up here, then all of a sudden, not so clear. And that's another flag. So these scammers, for whatever reason, they will not answer questions on the post. They will not tell them their location on the post. They will ask you to direct message them, or PM is private message. This person disabled commenting, maybe because they've done this before and they've already been accused of being a scammer in other posts. So I'm not surprised that they disabled their commenting. But for those that do keep their comments enabled, you'll notice that whenever someone says, "Where are you located?" they will say, message me. They'll ask how much for this. They'll say, message me. They want to isolate you in a private message so they can continue to fool you and trick you out of your money. So this one's not even allowing messages. They've disabled commenting. Another thing that's a big a flag for me is that they like their own post. I believe these scammers want to hit like on their own post to show that other people, oh, this post was liked, like can be trusted. But yeah, they tend to like their own posts all the time. They will post their scam. They will post their scam message and then they will like it. So that's another flag for me. I'm gonna go deeper, but at this point, I already know this is a scam. Let's dig deeper into this. So if you look at edit history, again, I believe this person cut and paste the original text from this ad. This ad was probably true at one point. Like someone truly posted these photos and posted these words. And again, it was true at one point. They even put a location, Monrovia, California, but they posted this at 2:40 p.m. Then edited the post a minute later to remove the location. They removed the location because they wanted to be more open ended to because people will see if it's a lot of people say, well, it's in Monrovia, I'm not interested. By removing the location, they're able to compel someone to say, where is it? They're gonna either ask in the messages, where are you located? That's a very common question after a post, or they will direct message the person and they will continue their scam. So again, they removed the location. So you see that in the view edit history. So let's go deeper. I'm going to click on the profile. A major flag is this person just joined the group today. They just joined the group today. And their very first post is selling something. That's a huge flag. When someone's not everyone interacts in groups, but it's just really bad to see someone join some a group and then on the same day post something for sale. So that's a major red flag for me. Another red flag is the choice of the name. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but whenever I see a name like this, it's like it's just another red flag for me. You know, the way they choose this the names these scammers choose is just a major red flag for me. And it's becoming almost common knowledge, unfortunately. So it may not be a red flag for long, but I believe this person is an amateur at this because they're making a bunch of common mistakes. Anyway, another red flag is this wholesome family photo. So scammers will always use very wholesome family photos. They will put a gigantic wholesome family photo in this banner area, and this is why I think this person is new at scamming or is an amateur, is because they did not put a photo of a car here or a wholesome family photo. You know, when I say wholesome family photo, when you're at the store like at Target, Walmart, and you're at the section where they sell frames, in their frame is also some stock photography of people enjoying life and being very wholesome. And scammers like to do that. They will put a family photo here, a family photo here. But if they're targeting the the car groups, they're gonna typically put a picture of a car here. And one of the big mistakes they do is they're trying to scam people in a Land Cruiser group, but they'll have a picture of a Chevy here, or always the opposite of the car group. So yeah. Anyway, but this person's an amateur because they didn't even bother to finish their profile. So new to the group, first post is a sale and wholesome family stuff. And I'm going to blur out the photos here because these are probably real people, and they are stealing photos from legit people. So for those of you out there, please tell your friends and family to put your profile on private because you don't want people going to Facebook and opening your your profile and stealing your photos. Unless you're doing a business or something, I really recommend that you keep your social media profiles on private so no one can steal your accounts. I and a lot of the older folks in our family, their accounts have been replicated with stolen photos, and it's really sad. So let's keep continue. View profile. So they just changed this profile photo 2 hours ago. Again, this person is an amateur, where you can see that these other photos are still lingering and completely different demographic than what they're portraying. I'm not gonna say this person is a scammer because who knows, maybe these photos were also stolen. I have no idea. The people hitting like on this fake profile photo, they're not. This person's from Kenya. A lot of the scammers are from Cameroon. But it's not specific to those countries. I mean, there's scammers like everywhere, even within the United States. So be very careful. What typically happens, someone will get fooled into private messaging them, asking them for a specific part, and then they'll do this cat and mouse thing to the point where the victim will pay them in full or even pay them a deposit for the part and will get ghosted. So if I were to message Adrian Jones to say I want this corner light for my Land Cruiser. We'll go back and forth and probably set up a meeting time where I make an exchange. But they will probably say, "Oh, okay, if you want me to hold it for you, please send me the money. Make it friends and family." What is friends and family? So Venmo, Zelle. There's two different ways to pay people, including PayPal. You can either send money to someone and treat them like a merchant, or treat them as friends and family. So when you Zelle someone or if you Venmo someone as friends and family, there's no fees. I don't pay anything. The receiver doesn't pay anything, but there's no recourse for me. So if I send money to someone via friends and family, I cannot ask for a refund. I cannot dispute the transaction. If I send money to this fake person, Adrian Jones, as a merchant, Adrian Jones will pay a fee and I have the ability to make a dispute and get my money back. Anyway, I could make a bunch of videos on this. Just be aware, these some of these things that I mentioned to you are very common, but there are more complex, more sophisticated scam posts out there. So please be very careful. If none of these tips or red flags become apparent to you, please be mindful of how people want to get paid or the sense of urgency they will communicate to you like, "Oh, we need it now," or "Someone wants to buy it. If you want me to hold it for you, you got to pay me now." Cash is king. If you're going to meet someone to make an exchange anyway, maybe you should just pay cash,